Aja Kong is one of the greatest and coolest professional wrestlers ever. Point blank, simple as that. She became popular and beloved, and to this day is still going. Starting her career in 1986, Aja Kong rose through the ranks and over the years won dozens of championships and accolades, being a part of many people's favorite matches. Competing in Japan, Europe, and in North America, she has a style and attitude unlike anyone else at the time, all of it rooting back to when she was a child. As many of you know, Aja Kong is Japanese and African American, and during her childhood was bullied due to her mixed race heritage. Despite growing up being told she was lesser than, she pushed through the adversity and hate to become one of the most brutal, stiff, and legendary wrestlers ever. Today, for Black History Month, I want to honor one of the greatest black wrestlers of all time by giving you my top 10 favorite Aja Kong matches of all time. By the way, most, if not all, these matches are free on YouTube, so have fun with that. Number 10, Aja Kong vs. Megumi Kudo, December 12, 1993. Aja Kong and Megumi Kudo are considered two wrestlers who helped pave the way for the women after them, so getting this match was something great. The match was against the woman who cannot die, against the woman who tries to kill you. Aja Kong lays into Megumi so hard and keeps battering her, but Megumi shows just how great she is by delivering it right back to Aja Kong. Megumi's hope spots were sensational. It came with a very rare ref bump that took me by shock, and from bell to bell, Megumi made you believe she could be the next WWWA World Champion, but in the end, Aja Kong comes out with a win after a brutal match. The only singles match between Kudo and Kong, and it deserves to be amongst their best matches for both women. Number 9, Aja Kong vs. Baisa Kimura, September 2nd, 1995. This will be the best 8-minute match you will ever see, and I guarantee that. Jungle Jack, the team of Baisa Kimura and Aja Kong, faced off at one of the best shows AJW has ever done at Destiny Climax. These two get scrappy and bloody and intense. Aja fights from underneath, more so in this match, which I love to see, and it tells a very interesting story. A match never needs to go over 15 minutes to tell a good story. A match just needs a clear-cut objective, and it needs to tell that these two brought it all in a short time frame, a highlight for both women. Number 8, Aja Kong vs. Yumiko Hoda, January 24th, 1994. I don't think I've ever seen Aja Kong as disrespectful and cocky and rude as in this match. Yumiko Hoda is a hard one to crack, one of my favorite bruisers of all time, but if anyone could crack Yumiko, it had to be Aja Kong. Aja Kong making Hoda's hand bleed in this match, and it was just spectacular. The fans all want to see Aja Kong get her ass kicked and lose, just how badly she was beating on Hoda. Yumiko Hoda's offense was met with full-on electricity from the crowd, as even through the pain, she tried to put away Aja Kong. There were some moments that were kind of made me a little squeamish, kind of made me like cringe a bit, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Number 7, Aja Kong vs. Yuki Arai, March 18th, 2023. Yuki Arai is amazing, and this match was a real coming out party for her. And who else better to get over the heart of the Genius Girl rather than Aja Kong? It was among Arai's first big singles match, and she showed so much emotion and strength and determination against Aja Kong, and Aja Kong sold that incredibly. Aja Kong gave Yuki Arai everything she did to help the Genius Girl cross to that next stage in her career. My favorite modern Aja Kong match, and honestly, with all things considered, how Yuki Arai's career has ended up and everything like that, I don't think Yuki Arai would be in the position that she is in today if Aja Kong and Yuki Arai did not face off in this match. So great job for both women. Number 6, Team AJPW versus Team JWP, July 31st, 1993. Aja Kong scored all the falls for AJW here in this match. One was when she first stepped into the ring getting a KO fall. This match may not have featured Aja Kong that much, but she maximized every minute she got in that ring in this 8-person Iron Woman match. Kong instantly stood out and got the crowd on the edge of their seats, begging and clamoring for Team JWP to come out with a win. Aja Kong and, of course, the rest of Team AJW knew what they had to do, and especially Aja Kong did it perfectly to get over the fighting underneath story of JWP. Number 5, Aja Kong and Bull Nakano versus Shinobu Kandori and Akira Hokuto, March 27th, 1994. 4 of the best of any era. Kandori and Hokuto hate each other with a burning passion, but were forced and knew that they had to team up against the monsters in Aja Kong and Bull Nakano. All 4 were insanely brutal with one another, and Kong's in-ring work with Hokuto and Kandori was amazing. Everyone mixed so well in this match. It is regarded as one of the best tag matches ever, and all women work so well together, and it gives it this sensational, brutal, intense, and just awe-inspiring match. Number 4, Aja Kong versus Meiko Satomura, September 15th, 1999. When you have me screaming at 10 at night because of your match, you did something right. Aja Kong's big thing was making you hate her and making you believe in the person she was facing. Aja Kong did both so beautifully in this match, as she was just beating and just brutalizing Meiko Satomura almost to a painful, slow degree, but right when they feel like they lost you, right when you're like, oh my god, Aja Kong's getting in too much offense, they pull you right back in. Meiko flips a big switch with one of the best babyface comebacks ever. So many moments where you're biting your nails asking, is this it? And it's perfect. It is perfect. One of the best matches of Meiko's career. As her career is winding down, this has to rank among one of the best matches Meiko is in, and of course this ranks among one of the best matches Aja Kong has ever been in. Number 3, Aja Kong and Bison Kimura versus Bull Nakano and Kyoko Inui, January 11th, 1991. This was a fight in every sense of the word. This wasn't a wrestling match. This was just a straight up brawl, a straight up fight. Possibly the best hair versus hair match ever. I mean, this is definitely up there. If it isn't number 1, it is definitely in the top 3. It was so chaotic and unorganized in the best way possible. Everyone's getting hit by everything in the ring, on the outside. Everyone's getting their bumps in and hard hits in. There's so much blood, so much brutality, and it's great. If you love bloody brawls, if you just love just people just beating the piss out of each other, you're gonna love this match. Number 2, Aja Kong versus Bull Nakano, November 11th, 1990. Honestly, there's a tie between this and number 1, but this one is ever so slightly lower. Even with that, it is the greatest cage match ever, in my opinion. When the second biggest spot is Aja Kong getting stabbed by scissors in her arm, you know that you are watching something great. It was sloppy and full of insanity, but in the best way possible, kind of like a lot of Aja Kong matches. Bull Nakano and Aja Kong are just like two just real-life monsters beating the hell out of each other, using everything at their disposal. Their respective camps are just watching from the outside, even getting into a brawl themselves. There's fighting just everywhere here. There's just a sort of intensity and fire, and just really just fuels their epic rivalry. With so many good things in their epic rivalry, this has to remain their best part of their rivalry, in my opinion. And number 1, Aja Kong versus Manami Toyota, November 20th, 1994. This match rocks. This was at the Big Egg, and this was the best of Aja Kong. This was the best of Manami Toyota in one match. Manami Toyota takes death-defying bumps, and Aja Kong being as brutal as always. These two just work so well together. These two have faced so many times over in their careers. Like, the best rivals for each other, both pulled out some wicked moves on each other, and it was just beautiful. So many times I thought Aja Kong broke her neck. So many times I thought Manami Toyota broke her neck or another part of her body. Manami Toyota and Aja Kong go together like salt and pepper. They just mix so well. They both give each other their best, and this match proves it, and it is my pick for the best Aja Kong match ever. Black History Month, as some of you may know, means a lot to me. As a black man myself, I look at the wrestlers in my hobby and feel a sense of accomplishment when I see them do well, especially like when they look like someone like me or have or are something like me, something like that. Especially for someone like Aja Kong, she fought just so hard to be the woman she is now. Racist comments, full-on bigotry, people denying and saying that she is invalid, and just she pushed through all that adversity. She pushed through all of the hate and just the push through all the hate, push through all of the adversity that she got in her life, and she became a living legend. And Aja Kong deserves all the praise that she gets, because she is one of the greatest professional wrestlers ever. Thank you all so much for watching. Buy W and use code SlapViperLLC at checkout for 10% off your W order. Donate to my coffee below if you want. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is Quincy of SlapViperLLC, and I will talk to you all later. Take care.